Hey guys, back with a new video today. How are you guys doing? He's in the car on the way to Concept Academy. What is the deal? How do you keep it real? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, it's been a good week of jiu-jitsu so far. It's only Tuesday, but what can you say, right? Every day of training is either one more or one less, depending on how you look at it. So we're just grateful to be on the mats, surrounded by cool people, doing what we love, and can't ask for anything better than that, guys. So we're just grateful to have such cool jiu-jitsu people around us, and we're able to still participate in jiu-jitsu right now. So, you know, some people maybe they don't have the same opportunities to go to the gym, or they're physically incapable. So I'm grateful that we still can do jiu-jitsu and we're physically adept to certain degrees. Okay, inverting guard retention is pretty hard right now. Anyways, what's up guys? Transition over to the OG.
What's up, peeps? What's up, my gang? What's up, everybody out there? This is our day to go get some training, help improve our jiu-jitsu so that we can get better at rolling, and we can also get better at coaching. Yeah. So the more that we learn, the more information we can gather, then the more that we can help others around us. Yeah. In our journey and in their journeys. Yeah. I know a lot of times, like Carter said, you might take for granted some of the times you get to train. I mean, I'm always thankful. I'm always thankful when I get to coach. Yeah. I don't always tell the kids because they probably wouldn't understand, but anytime I'm coaching the adults class, I always am mindful to thank the people that attend, because without them the class would be nothing, right? I always tell them, I know you guys could choose to do other things, but for that 1 hour or so, you guys come to our class and give us your attention and ask questions and try to learn what we teach you. Yeah, because we try to help you get better at your jiu-jitsu. So yesterday we had the no-gi class, yeah, for the kids. And I'm not sure if any of you saw my post on Instagram, or even yesterday the video, our on the road video from yesterday. We had humble beginnings. I mean, the classes was like maybe 5 or 6, maybe we would get like 8. Yesterday we had 25, so continues to grow. Yeah, again, I make it fun. I mean, we make it fun. It's not something where they need to memorize something. It's just moving around and learn some jiu-jitsu. We play some. We use the agility ladder. Some people might question, well, why do you use the agility ladder, right? But a lot of times, I think for jiu-jitsu, it's being able to control your body, right? So yeah, a lot of times jiu-jitsu, you're on the ground, but still, if you're trying to pass or you're standing, doing stand-up, you gotta be coordinated, right? So when Carter started playing football, it's one of the drills that we worked on a lot. Yeah, agility ladder, the hand-eye coordination, the feet, the body movement, the balance. So when we first brought it, a lot of kids had a really hard time. We could see, right? Maybe the first 2 or 3 steps they could get it, but by the 8th or 9th step, they were all out of sequence. But now it's pretty solid. I mean, a lot of them got it. As the new kids come in, they start to be able to follow along. So you can kind of tell the kids that have done it before. Like, there's a couple that they've done it before. It's not their first time doing it. So it's a good way to kind of get, incorporate non-jiu-jitsu activities into jiu-jitsu. So for the kids, it's fun, right? We do a little one-on-one race with each other at the end. So there's some agility, because you got to run, touch the cone and stuff. But just to have a little fun, right? Keep it fun. Keep the kids coming back. They tell their friends. Their friends come. Next thing you know, we got 40 kids in no-gi, and I guess that's a good problem to have. But for right now, it's like 25. Mondays tend to be bigger. I guess the weekends are cooped up, so come Monday class, they want to come Monday, they want to come class, yeah. So, one of the things that I've been it's not a new discussion, but it's a little newer discussion, right, about the way classes are taught, right, and the way the instructors kind of share the information or present it to the students, right, and not only how they present it, but what they present, right. I was listening to a podcast the other day about how, the old school, we're just going to hand down tradition after tradition. It's kind of the same old technique, nothing new. What do they call it? IP, information processing. So, 5 steps to do this pass, 8 steps to do this pass. And that's all it is, instructional, right? So I guess if you're good at like memorization and that type of thing, it's easy. But not a lot of people learn that way, right? So we're trying to incorporate both, right? We understand that techniques are something you need to teach, right? So you kind of just, for us, you kind of just do only games-based stuff. So we try to make it a blend, right? And we always try to focus on current techniques, right? I mean, obviously, if it's not something we're good at, we're not going to try to teach it, but we keep trying to learn new things, put it in our game before we teach it to others, yeah. So just a mindset of our teaching style, not saying it's any better or any worse, it's just different, yeah. So hopefully the school where you guys are at, you guys are getting good instruction, and your kids are also getting good learning experience, yeah. Because the worst thing is, you want your kids to get kind of burned out from jiu-jitsu, or even falling behind from jiu-jitsu, right? It becomes a challenge. It's not bad if you're hobbyists and you just go, you like to socialize and hang out, but anybody who wants to compete at a local or even national or international level, you gotta have that exposure to that, to new techniques, corrections. Like Carter and I were talking about a few of our students. You can kind of recognize that they're trying to be their own coaches, right? They're trying to push their stuff forward, and at certain levels and certain people have that ability, but some just don't, yeah. So that's where a lot of times someone at a experience level above them, it's important that they recognize that and they help those people, yeah. Especially the ones that are trying to get better, right? That want to get better. As a good instructor, you should be able to recognize who those students are, right? You can pick out the hobbyists, you can see them, and then you can see who wants to like really get better, is motivated, has got the bug, yeah. The ones that got the bug, that's the ones, man. You invest the time in them, they're gonna take off. They're gonna grow exponentially, yeah. So when you find those students or you recognize those students, spend time with them, right? We have a few of our teammates at Concept that are like that, They're just sponges. They want to keep learning. They keep asking, keep drilling, keep working with them. So you can kind of see them progressing, yeah. I see a lot of progress in there. So just, if you're a higher belt, hey, even though you're not the teacher, even though you're not the instructor, it's okay to help people that are lower belts because you have more experience. You should be able to help them, right? It makes me happy when I see colored belts helping the lower belts, and especially on things that they're familiar with, they work at, they're good at. Everybody started somewhere, right? Everybody needed help. So even the black belt, like we always say, the black belts started in the white belt section, right? So they didn't get there on their own by magic. Someone helped them get there. So keep that in mind as you continue on your journey. When you hit that level, you're gonna help others. Alright guys,
Thanks for tuning in. This was a message sponsored by Small Man Jiu-Jitsu.